Hello, this is Tony.
And this is Josh.
And this is HodgePodge Food Adventures.
Today on our adventure, it has brought us to Costanera, Peruvian cuisine. This is my first time here.
Mine here also. It's in Northdale
in Tampa.
Yeah.
We'll let you know more as our meal continues. So what are your first thoughts?
This is very good. It's a sirloin steak with cilantro, tomatoes, some peppers, it's like garlic and peppers, and then there's just like a yellow rice with peas, and I think these are pimentos in it. It's really, really good. And this yuca is amazing.
It is pretty good.
Yuca is amazing. With the mojo over here, and maybe we show the mojo.
You dip it in here,
There's the mojo
and then you just eat it.
right there. It's olive oil and green onions, and I think there's garlic and pepper and some salt, some kind of herbs in here. It's really good.
What was this again? Yuca?
Yuca.
The yuca tastes almost like a potato, I think.
And I'm gonna bring her back over here so that we can get the proper names for these again. They're in Peruvian language, and
Can't really pronounce it, don't want to butcher it.
yeah, I don't want to butcher it either.
My dish is pretty good. It came with rice. It's a seafood style dish with fish, squid, calamari, mussels, shrimp. And the fish is actually really good.
This is so good. It is a little bit cold,
Mine's not, mine's hot.
but I'm not going to complain because the flavor is really, really good. I think it's cold.
The rice is not bad either. What else is cold?
The meat was cold. The parts of it are,
That's not good.
but the flavor is really good.
What do you think of yours, John? What do you?
He got pollo salado,
Pollo salado.
pollo
show you?
salado, and we're gonna show you what
we
he
show you?
had. Yeah,
It's chicken with a lot of cilantro, onions, tomatoes,
French fries.
and French fries, and with a side of rice.
have
The
sauce in there.
cilantro is a little overpowering, but the sauce is actually like a teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki.
It tastes like a teriyaki sauce. It's good.
This is really
The
good.
chicken's really good. A little cold, kind of like tummies. But the potatoes kind of threw me off. I thought they'd be on the side, like French fries on the side, but it was kind of mixed in like a layer of.
Does it go well together though?
Yes and no. Certain bites do, certain bites don't. Because it's not really kind of. We would like it better if it was like crispy to give it more of a texture. It's kind of a mushy.
Man,
The flavor is good.
the sauce.
Whatever the sauce is really good.
Oh,
The flavor
the
is
sauce
good.
is just amazing.
Like with the white rice, it's amazing.
Did you guys get the same sauce?
I think so.
I think so. Now, if you don't like cilantro, this dish is not for you.
Yeah, all these dishes
It
have
is so
a lot of
overpowering.
cilantro.
It's really, 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 really good.
And like literal squid. Or octopus, I'm sorry.
Me and Josh are pretty adventurous in our eating.
Yeah.
There's not much we won't eat.
John is not.
There's a lot I will not eat, like not much at all. Steak, potatoes are good.
Yeah, well, me and Josh, we literally like all types of cuisines, and we enjoy going to different restaurants and trying food that we have never had. I grew up in Tampa, and this is a lot like the Cuban fare food. Oh yes, I got the first drink I got was it's called Inca Cola. See if that will. If that will.
What's that?
It smells like bubble gum.
It
They
does.
say it smells like bubble gum. It tastes like a more like a pineapple type drink. I only have one can. I'm diabetic, so I shouldn't be drinking it at all, but I wanted to try it because I never had it before. And then I switched up to Diet Coke, but the cola is really good. It's called Inca Cola Golden Cola. The Golden Cola, they call it. And it's really good. We have a waitress here now. She's going to tell us the actual names of these dishes in the Peruvian language. And if you can.
Okay, this one is the pollo saltado, and this one is the cilantro rice lomo saltado, and this one is pescado a lo macho.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're back. Me, Tony, and John. We just left the restaurant. What's everyone's thoughts? What's your initial thought of the outside of the restaurant?
The outside is fine. It's in a strip mall type area, so there's another, a few restaurants around there.
Yep.
Next to it. So
There's a Thai place next to it?
Yeah. So the outside wasn't bad.
Okay. When you walked in, what was your first thought of how it looked?
Well, I went to the restroom to wash my hands when I first got there, and the restroom was not very clean. But the seating area that they had was fine. It was clean, and they had sanitizer on each table, which was we always carry our own sanitizer. But the sanitizer on the table was just pretty cool that they did that for everybody. And so other than the bathroom,
like following social distancing.
Yeah, they were. In the pictures, you'll see that in the back corner of one of the main area, there's literally tables and chairs stacked so they can make room for social distancing. But the first room you walked in,
there's
literally like an L of tables and booths and chairs.
They were using them.
And then, they were. It's just if they're like probably overcrowded.
Right.
But it's empty. It doesn't look the best. But they're a newer restaurant. It looks like with the decorations, they were decorating for New Year's, and then COVID happened, and they're just getting back to it. But the other area, the second seating area, looked really. I thought it was nice. The tables.
Yeah, well, they actually were seating people. It was very nice.
The tables themselves were not. I don't think they were the best. They were glass.
Sturdy.
Yeah, they weren't sturdy. They were a glass see-through table, and it was very like, if you touch it, it's wobbly.
Yeah. The food. My food came out. Some of the meat in the plate was
Cold.
Was cold, but as for flavor, it was very good.
Yeah, all of our dishes were, or at least mine was flavorful. Tony says his was flavorful. Was yours?
Yeah, mine was flavorful. It was just a little cold. Way too much cilantro.
Yeah, like we said.
If you don't like cilantro.
Yeah, in the previous, it's a lot of cilantro.
Yeah, if you don't like cilantro, it's really not for you. And that Inca soda, that was interesting. I thought it tasted good. It tasted like pineapple. They were saying, like I said before,
it smells like bubble gum, but it probably tastes like something sweet, like a pineapple.
Yeah, it was actually, it tasted really good. So. It did look like it was a
marshmallow yellow.
It was a yellowish orangish color. It was good.
Now you had it was steak in that. It was steak, onions,
tomatoes, cilantro, and like a yellow rice that had peas and pimentos in it.
Yeah, what did the sauce taste like? Because you and John were saying that your sauces were really good.
My
What's the sauce taste like?
It tasted like a beef base sauce. Like they got the drippings from the steak, and I don't know what they added to it. They added maybe
like the au jus from it.
Yeah, it was like it was like the drippings from the meat is what it was really. It wasn't really like a sauce. It was like they just poured the oil or whatever they cooked the meat in over the plate. So, but it was good. I mean, honestly, in my opinion on the price, I think that it's way overpriced.
What would you rate your dish that you had?
I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
John, do you want to rate your dish? Now yours had it was chicken with
a bed of French fries on it. There was tomatoes, like I said, lots of cilantro, and then onions. And it had
and mine and yours came with rice.
Yeah, with like
all of ours did.
With essentially a bowl of rice on the side, and it was they had like a chicken teriyaki sauce on it. The chicken teriyaki sauce was really good, really brown. about the dish. But unfortunately, mine was cold. So based on that, I'd have to rate it probably a 3 of a 5. The flavor was really good, but
Is that what brings up your two scores? Is the flavor overall?
yeah,
The
presentation wasn't that great. But I mean, the flavor was pretty good. The sauce on my dish really made it right.
the yuca now, that mojo for the yuca,
Yeah,
that was top notch.
I've never had yuca. I've heard of it. I've never had it. It literally I know I said this before. It tasted like a potato. Me and Tony had it. John didn't want to try it, which is fine.
The yuca, I would give a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, the yuca was
just because the mojo was so good.
Yeah, the mojo was really good. It was really flavorful.
The mojo was amazing.
My dish had a bunch of different seafood. It was like a seafood, like a mixed seafood, and like a. The best way for me to put it, it was like an orange sauce. It tasted like a buffalo sauce without the heat.
What would you rate yours?
I would honestly rate mine like a 4.5 out of 5.
Wow.
Mine was really good.
I have to say that.
And the rice they give you, the plate itself was kind of like soupy, but they give you the rice. You put the rice in it, and it absorbed it, and it was excellent. I highly enjoyed mine. What were you gonna say, John?
Oh, I was gonna say the same thing. Like that, I'm glad that they wouldn't have given you the rice or like eating like a seafood soup.
Oh yeah, I would. I don't know how I would have liked it, but it was really good.
Would you recommend people to go there?
Put aside the aesthetics of the restaurant, of like the first room of the restaurant, and I would definitely recommend it. The service is not top notch.
They come by and they would apologize and said because they weren't really
Yes,
ready.
they came by and said that their service usually doesn't start for like another hour, but we were there early, even ahead of our reservations.
It was still 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it was still dinner time. They should have been prepared for it, but I would recommend to at least go try it if you like Spanish food, Peruvian food. I would definitely go try it. It was worth it, I think. Now the price point was really high. Especially for his dish, which
Mine is chicken and French fries.
the French fries look like frozen, like steak
it was just
wedges.
regular French fries, yeah.
I would put it at a 4 out of 5 for price point.
Yeah.
Our overall meal, we had 3 main dishes. Mine was, because it was seafood, was the most expensive, and we had an appetizer, and it cost.
And the drinks there are called cans.
Oh, yeah.
And it's per can.
You're gonna. This is
$2.50 for the
Now
Inca.
we don't know if that's because of the virus or whatnot, but it was canned.
Yeah, it was canned soda. And
The regular sodas are $2 a can, and the Inca soda was $2.50 a can.
Yes. If you're not used to that type, if you're a person like me who needs to drink a lot during a meal, it's not for you. You better bring a couple extra bucks. Because we only had a can each, and we're actually probably gonna go get something to drink now.
Yeah, we are.
We're both thirsty.
We had several cans. I had 2 cans.
He had 2 cans. I had 2. John had 1. He doesn't drink that much. What would you guys rate overall on the count of 3? All right. What would you rate the experience? 5 being the highest, 3
the experience
being average, or the food, the atmosphere, the service, the whole thing.
The overall
rating. What would you guys rate it? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, 3. The service for me was a big. Tony had to call the waitress over once? Twice to get a drink. A big thing, at least for I would say for all of us, is if we're drinking and we have to wait for a drink, whether it's a soda, a beer, or a water. First thing in food industry is you take care of your people you're servicing, and we did not feel that way. But I would recommend just to try the food, even if you they do take out. Take it out, try it. The food is really good.
My biggest pet peeve is drinks. You guys know
Yeah.
that. If it's not, it starts getting low, they should come and refill it. I mean, there was not anybody else in the restaurant.
Yeah, we were the only ones there.
Until later.
One thing I have to say is that, how were you saying, like, the front was empty and whatnot? I really think that's just because of the virus.
No, it is.
I think it's normally like that long. You can tell.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the table and stuff stacked in back. So it did look kind of empty and clustered, but I think it was really just because of the virus. I don't think it's normally like that. I think it's usually more laid out.
The food did not take long to come out whatsoever.
Pretty quick.
It was 10-15 minutes, if that.
Alright guys, thank you for watching our video. Again, this is Tony.
This is Josh. John. Don't forget to follow our Instagram, our Facebooks. Link will be in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.